So I was going to sell some flags today, but looks like this little prick is going to push it. And this is Branford and US 90 in Lake City. These are Lake City police officers. Yes, sir.
So, here's where we're at. Okay. You already told me several times that you understand the law and that you're familiar with things and how they work, right?
Yeah.
Can't make either of you leave.
Right.
Gentleman behind you said if you were okay with maybe just giving him some room, just literally pulling your truck forward and giving him some room to set up shop, you both can stay there. It will remain amicable.
If not, what? They're going to beat my ass like they said, right?
So if not, we'll have you both move because you can't be out here without a city permit. That'll be the alternative. We'll enforce the city.
I have a business license to set up. Now, as I heard the law before, okay, I'm not going to say that I know it for part.
I like that.
But I've set up all over Florida. Now, there is a Florida law that says that I can set up anywhere on any private property, and I cannot be moved by the police unless the property owner says I have to move. Now, knowing that, okay, and me saying that,
yes, sir.
If y'all go to the property owner that's soliciting a trespass, y'all understand that, right? Y'all got that part. Okay.
Right.
Y'all know that part. But as I hear the law is, if I'm on private property selling my goods, now I own a store myself.
Now if you're on private property, private businesses have to handle that.
Right.
Call us, we can facilitate.
Yes, sir.
City property is what we're referring to.
All right. This, as I know it, was private property.
So
this is owned by the lot itself.
So this lot is city.
Which lot is city?
This lot is city.
This lot is city owned. Okay.
Don't quote me on this. I mean, we can get
right. We would have to find that out.
We can get an appraiser out here.
Right. Well, we would have to do the what's that search? Where it shows the roads and the public and private places.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we would have to do that before we were moved or told to move, right?
Sure.
So if we don't do that, then we don't have to worry about it.
So here's the thing again. We're not trying to.
Okay. So this is what's going to happen. Okay, I have to move because that guy told y'all I have to move.
Nope.
Now, if I don't move, then we all have to leave.
So
do you see how that is bad?
No.
You don't see how that's bad.
No.
Y'all are going to let me stay here, okay? If I move down and appease him.
No.
That's what he just said.
So how about this?
So now I got to move. Go ahead. Tell me I got to move again.
So I don't care who moves.
Okay.
Right?
They're telling to move.
So I don't care who moves. You know,
okay.
Listen what I'm saying.
I don't either.
Listen to what I'm saying. For
I just don't want to move because I'm being told I got to move and I don't have to move.
Listen to me for 2 seconds.
Go ahead, man.
I don't care who moves.
Yeah.
Right? All I care about is when we leave here, y'all are in an amicable position where we ain't worried about y'all getting called back and y'all threatening each other with firearms or threatening to hit each other. And we need to get past all of that, right?
I don't threaten. I've never threatened a person in my life.
We're adults.
Yep.
Right?
I've never threatened anyone in my life.
What I'm saying is
never
we want
have.
to be able to leave and rest assured that that's not going to happen.
Right.
All this gentleman is asking is that you move forward.
Right.
You haven't requested anything from us to relay back to him. So I don't know what you want.
You want me to tell you something to relay back to him?
Hang on 2 seconds.
I'll tell you something to relay back to him.
Is that you want to be here and do your business.
I set up.
He wants to be here and do his business.
This is a simple fact right here. I'm going to stay here all day unless y'all tell me I got to leave. Okay? I'm going to stay right there all day until y'all got to leave. The reason why, and this is the main reason why, I don't have somebody come up to my window driving by and start yelling at me and telling me as a grown, I'm 53 years old, dude. Somebody yelling at me and threatening me. Yeah. I had to put my sidearm on because he threatened me. I keep my sidearm in my truck. I don't like to carry it around. That's why I told you I'll put it back in my truck since you're here. But I don't bow. I don't bend knee. I don't do none of that stuff. So kick us both out and neither one of us can stay here. I got plenty of places I can go set up at. I don't mind. It takes me 2 seconds to set up. All right? But I'll tell you what. If I leave here and he comes back, I'll be calling the police on him every fucking time. All right? I mean, that's a fact, dude. It's like, don't push somebody you don't want to be pushed back. You know, do you understand what I mean? Like, I'm not hurting anybody. I got here first. There was no written things down or anything like that where we have to sit.
There's
Right.
no time parking. I get it. I get it.
So I'm going to get pushed on by people, and y'all allowing to do it.
Nobody's saying it's right. I don't agree with people coming up to your window, shouting at you and making demands. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with people thinking that they can tell others what to do just because. I don't. I'm speaking from a position of what I can enforce and do as a police officer.
I understand that.
Okay,
And
I
got
don't
you.
want to come here and go, oh, well, this is the path of least resistance, right?
Okay.
Let's just default
I'm
to
not
this,
causing any trouble whatsoever, what I'm doing. None whatsoever. All right? I only give what I get. Any kind of emotion. If you start screaming right now, I'm going to start screaming. That's just how I am. You know, if you come and grab me illegally, I'm going to grab you back. It's just the way I am. You know, I don't have people push me around. Now, if I move down here and then he moved here, what happens tomorrow? I got to make sure that this spot is empty for him, right? Huh? Don't that sound stupid?
Slippery slope.
Yeah. Every day I'm going to have to stand here and go, oh, I got to make sure I'm down at this one right here and not this one because it's, you know, invading his privacy or whatever crap he wants to pull. You know, it's stupid. It's just downright stupid. So now I go into police stations. Y'all right here at police station right here? Yeah, I've been in that police station, fire department, all that stuff, man. And I just don't get it sometimes when I meet certain people where they just got to have their way. You know, it's either their way or the highway. So do what y'all got to do. You got to kick us off. Kick us off. Just tell me real quick so I can load my stuff up. Give me enough time, and then we'll take it from there. And I mean, I'm not going to sue y'all or anything. I ain't into that kind of shit or anything like that. You know, oh, you did me wrong. Oh, you kicked me off of private public. What I would do is I would go up there. I would make sure that this was private. I mean, me myself, if you did kick me off, I would find out if this was private or not. When I found out it was private, I would go in there and I would tell you and your boss, hey, where I was sitting was private property. You shouldn't have kicked me off. And then y'all would know that if y'all ever see me sit up here again, you know, that I'm legal to do so. I'll go spend $125 right now to get a Peller service license, dude. All right? But in Florida, it is legal for anybody to set up on the side of the road anywhere, public, private, shit like that. It is the townships that change that main full law, all right, so that they can just collect more money, stop people from setting up. Because a lot of people that set up, they're freaking dirty. They throw shit around, you know, they just leave shit, dirt, trash. I clean up. So, you know, and I've always done that. I've always cleaned up wherever I'm at, man. I just don't understand when I run into situations like this. You know, it's just, people can't take no for an answer. Gotta be who they are, I guess. So,
sure.
Is he finding out?
So yeah, that's
okay,
what it's
cool.
working on. I'm gonna
Killer.
see what I can do on my end.
Killer, man. Okay, so we're still doing it. And he's finding out if this is public or private. I believe it is private. And then we can go from there. And that's my flags, by the way. Nice little setup. But they just don't want to. Dude thinks he owns a freaking business in town. He's a big man. This is definitely going to YouTube. Hang a flag off of that. Kick-ass truck. Nice kick-ass truck. We have Gator flags, American flags. You know what flags. We got 2 of these Harley flags. And plenty of these. Gotta love Trump. That's the other one right here. Can't see it all the way though. It says I'll be back 2024. It looks like I'll be setting up here every day. All depends on how the day goes. So if they say I can stay, because here's what I'm getting to. You can't go up there and tell somebody else to leave. Now, if they say, yes, you can stay, then after a little bit, I'll move down and let this guy come in. But if he says he can't, well, that's just what happens. So we will just wait.